Alright, what's up guys? In this video we're going to take care of our nav bar. We're going to overhaul our routes, our index.js where we've got our browser router. We're going to drastically overhaul that. Material UI next. We're going to go to the component demos, the drawers, and we're looking at the persistent drawer. This is all the code. We're just going to copy and paste all that code, and we're going to put it below what we have right now. We're going to do some chopping here. First thing, we get rid of this right here, which is just the prop types check. We're not using prop types, so we'll delete that. Okay, this is laying out a bunch of styles, and there's a lot going on, and it's using the with styles higher order component that comes with Material UI. So in their example, they're allowing for two different renderings, a left side for a drawer, and the drawer is nothing more than this thing that pops out. We want a button, we want a menu that pops out, and we want to be able to close it. So we're going to delete this block right here, before, after, and all this logic. Because in their example, they're letting you choose left or right. We just want left, so we don't need all that stuff. We're going to delete this whole text field. Get rid of that. We're going to delete this other mail folders list items. And we're going to delete mail folder list items. This line here, with theme direction right to left, we'll delete that. Just leaving chevron left icon. Up here, we're going to delete anchor. Delete theme. And right here where anchor is, we're going to put left. Anywhere we see anchor now, we're just going to put the text left. I know this is kind of crazy, but it's easier to work off this example than to do it all from scratch. And we'll get rid of this after. Get rid of this typography. And here where it says before, we're going to put drawer. We'll get rid of this typography. We'll get rid of this piece of state for anchor. We don't need that anymore. Get rid of content, shift right, and our styles. Get rid of content right. And at bar shift right, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this, margin top. Get rid of this handle change anchor method. We don't need that anymore. And up here, we can get rid of some of these imports. Get rid of that. Get rid of chevron right. Get rid of all three: text field, typography, and menu item for now. Now, what we want to do is come down here. You can see they're making a constant for the drawer here and then rendering it in the return here. We want to wrap everything in this return statement in browser router. And then here inside of main, we're going to put our switch. And we'll put our route that we have above in here. With our home component. Scoot that over. Scoot that over one. And now we can delete all this stuff. Delete the CSLint thing here. And we don't need to have two React imports, and we can come down here and we can say that this class just extends component. Save all that, see if we can work with it. If you never used Material UI, the new Material UI is kind of weird. Basically, the higher order component lets you create some classes. So styles is a function of theme, and then all these here become classes. And you can use class name and then just get your class off the classes object. And sometimes they're using another package called class names, where you need multiple class names and you have conditions based on that class name, based on whether the drawer is open or closed. So boom, we've got our components rendering inside of it, and we've got our drawer where we're going to put our navigation menu eventually. So I know this is kind of funky, kind of complicated, a lot of code in here, a lot to make sense of. But just know that this higher order component is letting us access that theme, which we have in here. So for example, if you start looking at different stuff, they're putting transitions in for when we open and close this. See, it's going to push everything to the side instead of overlap everything. So that's what a lot of these classes are for. So you can see it's accessing the theme, transitions. And if we go inside our theme, that's why I had you copy this, you can see right where it's getting everything from, down to our primary colors, our shadows, our transitions. Everything's in here and it all links. And this higher order component with styles is what gives us access to our theme. But this is how we're going to set it up. That way we can put all of our links into this drawer, and that's how we're going to navigate around the site. So the code's going to be up on GitHub if you had trouble following that, but we just took the example and edited out the stuff we didn't want and then we put our browser router, our switch,